So now, Diana, I'd like you to talk about how folks can find information about their neighborhoods, tell viewers how they can get demographic information for their area, and find out where the nearest police station is.
Absolutely. As Ginger had talked about, there are several places that you can always access information. So to get to our neighborhood information system, you can get there a couple ways. You can get there through the online services tab, as well as the residents tab, and then we can also go down here to the quick links, which is where I'm going to go today.
Okay.
Really, the neighborhood information system, when you get to this page, what this is going to do is give you some information about what the system does, but this is a great tool that will tell you about your neighborhood. So whether it's a neighborhood that you live in, or maybe you are wanting to open up a business there, or maybe someone is looking to move to Glendale, they can come here and get lots of information. So as you said, you can find out where the police stations are, hospitals, schools, so on and so forth. So when we get to this page, we are going to click here to enter the site, and it is going to bring up a map of our city. And I come over here to this drop down and search by location. You can search by a specific address, but we're actually going to look at view neighborhood. And once this comes up, I am able to say select for map, and now I can point on the map anywhere I like to get the information that I am looking for. There we go.
Ah, aerial view.
There we go. So when you go from select for map, what it can do is it allows you to actually be able to click on the map and go to the area that you are looking for. So once I'm here, I can see all of the streets and get an idea of where my location is.
Very good. Show us how to get different reports if you can.
Okay. Absolutely. So over here on the right-hand side, you see that I have some links for some different reports. One of them is, the first one is the Census Summary report. And I can click on General Characteristics. And for there we can see how many people live in this area, how many households they are, and some other demographic information. I can also come click on the Detailed Census report and get more detailed information on what we were just previously looking at.
So what kind of other information can we access when we go to our neighborhood?
From the detail page,
sure,
we can see who lives there by age. We can look at the population and household, so all kinds of detailed information.
A median income, is that a possibility?
That is a possibility over on the economic page.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Now, what other tools does the program have? And tell us about the measure tool and how it can be used.
Okay. Well, one of the tools that we have over here is we can actually say, show me where, for example, the hospitals are in my area. So, you know, for some reason, I want to make sure that I live by an area where there's a hospital close by. Now, I'm zoomed in on this map, so I'm going to zoom out. And I had selected hospitals up here from the drop down, and we can see over here that I have a hospital.
Okay, it's in the close proximity.
Exactly. And then when I hover over the pin, it actually shows me the name, and then I can click there and see the address and also get a link to the website.
Very good.
For some other information that I can get is I can come drop over here onto the map layers, and I can look at, you know, where are the fire stations, schools, so on and so forth. But let's say you're someone who likes to ride a bike and you want to know where the bike routes are. I can also click on bike route, and now the map will show you where your bike routes are.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. And then you'd also mentioned the measure tool, which is up here, this little ruler icon. So I happen to be a runner. So let's say as I'm running, I want to know what my distance is. And if I'm leaving from right here at Shaw Butte and want to run up to the canal, I can click here. And then I'm going to go to 58th Drive and then come up to the canal and double click there. And it tells me that it's 1.287 miles.
That's a great tool, I'll tell you.
Absolutely.
Now, there's a different way to look at parks and their amenities on the Parks and Recreation website. Can you show us the Park Finder?
So when I come here to the Park Finder, what you can see is all of these pins represent the different parks that are in our city.
Correct.
And if I am looking, let's say, for a park in a particular area, maybe I want to have a birthday party or something and I want to have it close to my home, I can zoom in and I can drag the map up or down. And then I can click on one of these pins to get information about the park. If I'm looking for a particular park, so let's say I'm looking for Paseo Park.
Sure.
I can come over here and scroll down, and once I find Paseo Park, I can click on it, and I can get information about the park. So I can get directions to or from the park. It shows a small map. I can email report park concerns, but I can also get the amenities list. So this is going to give us information about the park. So once again, we have the address. I can see the amenities, that there's grills, picnic tables, which you would want if you're going to have a picnic.
Absolutely.
If you wanted to play softball, you would want to have softball. This park doesn't happen to have that, but if it did, that box would be checked.
Wow. While we're on the Parks and Recreation page, can you show residents where they can find a place to register for parks and registration classes? Or recreation too?
Yeah, I absolutely can. So when we're here on the Parks and Recreation page, or you can get there from your online services page, I can look at the Register Online and Browse Activities link. And when we get to this page, one of the things that you can see is we have youth and teen classes and adult and clean classes. So you can look from a high level from those categories. So from here, I can also do a keyword search. So for example, if I want to take a cake decorating class, I can type in the word cake and click on search, and it will show me that we have 4 cake decorating classes. If I'm interested in just taking the 101 class, which is what I would need, I can click here on the add to cart, and then what it does is it takes you to the online registration page. So if you don't have an account, you can create one, or if you have one, you can sign up.
Yeah, that's the beauty of it. If you've never been online, you could open an account right then.